Hello students, this is your instructor John Mendola with another screencast. This one about the digital painting project. I know that even after the podcast some people have sent in some questions or some concerns that they have about the piece, mostly centered around how to just get started. So I have a piece here. You can see this is a Pablo Picasso painting. It is a Je fais un dormir, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but we'll just go with it. So you see here, I have it open. What I'm going to do is make a new layer in my layer panel, and instead of allowing it to be called layer 1, I'm going to change it to my painting. Another thing I want to do, you don't have to do this, but you might find it helpful. Go to layers panel. I know it's off the screen. I'll go down to panel options near the bottom. You can select a larger thumbnail size and hit OK. That might be something you want to do as you start working. So again, go to the panel menu, panel options, do that. That way you can see more easily what's on and what's not on each layer. And so obviously this gray checkerboard signifies that I have nothing on that layer. So now that I'm on this layer, I only need to paint half, right? I only need to paint half. So what I can do is I'm going to grab my brush tool, and let's say I want to start, and you can make a guide too, that's what I was trying to say. You can, before I do that, drag from the rulers. If you don't have your rulers, just go to View, Rulers, and then from your rulers, just click and drag out a guide. So mine's about just shy of 18 inches, so I'll go to around 9 inches, let's say right there. And now I'll have a guide on my piece, so I know that I don't have to paint anything past that. Let's say I'm going to paint just the right edge here. And I'm going to start with painting, let's say this background area. So I'm going to grab my brush, and I'm going to see what size it is. It's pretty small, so I'm going to increase it a little bit. And the hardness I'll have just a little bit less than really hard. You can see that's about good. And I'll start probably with maybe this blue color. Now, I could guess forever what that blue color is, but the best way to do it is to hold Alt, or if you're on a Mac, hold Option. You'll see that you'll get a little, it's kind of like a crosshairs. Then click on that blue area, and it samples that. You'll notice now that my foreground color is that same blue color. So what I can do with my brush is just start painting in here. And notice I'm on the My Painting layer, not on the background. I'll start painting in there. Oops. Set my flow up to 100% there. And I'm just going to paint away. It's going to go like so. You probably don't notice much difference because I'm painting blue over the areas that are already blue. And so forth, and so forth. Alright, let's say I've done all my blues, and now I want to paint with the orange color. Again, I'm going to hold Alt or Option if I'm on a Mac on the orange color that I want. Right there. Notice my orange becomes active there. And I'll just start painting in with my orange. And I'll try to be as careful as I can. So if I see areas that are lighter orange, I'll wait, paint those later. Or an area that's more red-orange, again, I'll wait and paint those later. And I'll just go like this, and I'll just keep going until I have the whole thing done. This may sound tedious, but I mean, this is what digital painting is. And this is another good thing to do once you've done a little bit, like I have here. I can always turn off the background layer and see what I have painted. And so far, this is what I've done. I painted some blue areas and some orange areas. So obviously I have a long way to go yet, but this lets me know how much progress I've been making. Another thing you can do is it may be hard to see kind of what you're doing if you're painting the same color over the same background color. You can adjust the opacity of your layer to make it easier or harder to see. You can also adjust the blending mode if for whatever reason that helps you. So you know wherever you've painted lighter, that's where you've painted. If it's dark, you haven't painted there yet. For me, I would just leave it on normal mode at 100% and just toggle back and forth between turning the background off and then the background back on. And when you have painted half of it, you can save it as a PSD for your own use, but also save a low-res JPEG copy. And starting with a high-res image at the beginning will make it better. That's all I got. Goodbye.